fresh and even slightly chilled.
While rice is the favoured staple in India's south, no Rajasthani meal is complete without the beloved chapati. The dough is made from wheat or millet flour with water. It's then flattened and shaped and cooked on a hot plate, and sometimes brushed with freshly made ghee. These desert chapatis are like a hard pita bread and are used to mop up the dal and vegetable dishes. Vishnoi society is very traditional. I couldn't see any signs of modern technology, and I imagine nothing has changed for centuries. This is their version of the kitchen whiz.
This lady is making butter from cow's milk that's been turned into yogurt. By simply adding water and whisking, the butter rises to the surface and is removed. And what's left is buttermilk. And now for something really different, cow dung and goat's droppings. They mix the two together, form these patties, it's then dried in the sun, and then they use it for fuel for cooking.
It was also my first introduction to desert whiskey, which turns out to be their nickname for a good old cup of tea. It's very milky and sweet, and the fire gives it a real smoky flavour. In this desert heat, with no cold bottles of water or soft drink, it's surprisingly refreshing. Water is obviously a precious commodity here, so much so that dishes are cleaned with dry sand only. Clothes and bodies are washed in the salty, undrinkable water from the village bore wells.
I'm taking a camel ride over to the next village. My friend Kinji here, he's leading the camel, so I'll let him do the work and I'll just sit back and relax.
This Vishnoi village is celebrating the arranged marriage of two 12-year-olds. They won't meet until they are considered mature enough to live together as a married couple. In the meantime, they'll continue living at home with their own families. It may lack romance, but the purpose of marriage is to forge bonds that keep these communities strong.
I've just stopped for a little bit of dessert, and traditionally this dish is served during times of celebration. It's called sira, and it tastes very similar to halva. It's made from flour, butter, sugar and water, and I have to say it tastes very good.
Jewellery is a woman's only real possession, and what she receives as a part of her wedding dowry appears to be worn in its entirety. Every conceivable place on a body for jewellery has been adorned. Toe and finger rings, earrings, anklets, necklaces, armbands, bracelets, forehead ornaments, and the gold nose rings worn by all married Vishnoi women. Turbans are a statement of caste, religion or tribe. 10 meters of cloth, tied in a myriad of styles, each way revealing something about the man. Vishnoi men wear white as a symbol of modesty and equality.
This ritual that you see here is a drinking of ground opium and water, and the host will serve it in the palm of his hand to each of his guests, and it's a sign of strong friendship and hospitality.
The dried milk of poppy seeds is mixed with water, and filtered through muslin or camel wool. It has a very bitter aftertaste. Because of its addictive nature, the Vishnoi use the opium in small amounts and only on select occasions. Gaju told me that anyone that abuses it is ostracized by the village. Driving back to Jodhpur that night, I kept thinking of what my friend and guide Gaju had said. In the Western world, we dream of better things, but the Vishnoi people dream of simple things: food on the table, good health, and a happy family life.